Greetings, Karen Clay and Somatic Unwinding. Thanks for joining me. We're here with our series right now, Your Spine, Front and Back. We're going to work on a blanket roll as we have been, but first let's take a baseline. So come and find yourself in standing. And just notice the weight on your feet and whether you have a sense of being pulled down by gravity or whether you have a sense of something rising up and through you. And then please just take one step forward with your right foot, keeping your weight on the ball of the back foot and the front foot. And then step back and step forward on the left, pushing through the ball of the right foot. And just get used to stepping forward and with that little push and step back and push with the right onto the left and step back and push with the left onto the right. Now, if you were going to turn your head, would you turn your head towards the front leg? Or would you turn backwards as if someone said, hey, you forgot your keys? So try both. Reach behind yourself as someone said, you forgot something. And then reach forward and turn forward as if you were going to go towards the direction that your foot is leading you. We'll practice and see how the lesson affects that. Let's come on over here and lie down full length on your back. Your feet are on either side of the roll, about hip width apart. So this is our second lesson on the back on the roll, so you have a little bit of experience. Please start to let your pelvis dip to the right a little tiny bit and dip to the left a little tiny bit. And as you do that, put your hands on your hips and notice what's happening in your pelvis. So don't think so much about rolling off and getting all the way to the ground. Just see the kind of movement that your pelvis is making. If you put your hands in your waist, you'll notice one side of your waistline gets short while the other side of your waistline gets long. So let me explain that. If you're sloping to the right side of your pelvis, then the shorter side of your waist will be the left side. You'll be longer on the right and shorter on the left in your waist. If you're sloping towards the left, on the left pelvis, then it'll be the right waist that shortens and the left waist that lengthens. So you can keep your hands there as long as it's useful for you to help you sense what's happening in your waist. And then please move your hands to the bottom of your rib cage and notice what your ribs are doing. Are they going in the same direction that your pelvis is going? Meaning when your pelvis slopes to the right, do your ribs also slope to the right or do they slope to the left? If you let your ribs and your pelvis go on the same side, then you can let your head go opposite those two so that you have some counterbalance and you don't fall off the roll completely. Don't make it a big movement. Just start the movement. Head goes opposite pelvis. You don't really have to worry about anything else. If you just bring your head opposite your pelvis, everything else will figure itself out. Your arms are resting on the floor. Try not to tense your arms or push into the floor. Let everything be soft and easy. It shouldn't be difficult. This lesson is for you. It's not for anybody else. I'm not watching you. You don't have to get it right. And it's only for your own experience of yourself. That's the only reason it's here. So it doesn't have to be right, correct, perfect, big, anything. Now start to tune in on your head and come back to the center and just let yourself slope to the right a little tiny bit. And then let your head come off the roll a little more than you have. And begin to roll your head while it's sloped a little bit, tiny bit right and tiny bit left. Do not make this a big movement. Small, tiny movement. Come back to center with everything. Now your pelvis slopes left, your head slopes right, and then when you're in a comfortable place, you just turn a little bit to the right and to the left. You're just mobilizing the vertebra of your neck, being in this side bent position and adding a little turning. So do that again. Slope right with your pelvis, head slopes left, roll right and left. Tiny movement. No pain, no pain, absolutely no pain. So make the movement small enough that it doesn't cause discomfort. That means you might not slope very far off the roll. That means you might not turn your head very much. Good. Come back to center. So now please roll off the roll completely. Pull the roller out from behind you. Lengthen yourself on the floor for just a minute. Then draw your legs up to standing one at a time. Roll to your side. Come up to standing so we can take a baseline of yourself in standing. And what I'd like you to do when you arrive in standing, please, is just to notice how you feel. Notice your relationship with the ground and whether you can receive or feel any more ground force coming up through you. And then let's do that stepping exercise again, stepping forward with the right and back, and with the left and back. And just notice which direction it seems to coordinate for you. Is it more obvious to you that turning towards the front leg makes sense? And then just take that into walking, noticing which direction your head turns and your arms turn as you walk. So that'll be our lesson for today. Thank you very much for joining me. Really appreciate it. And I hope to see you next week. Thanks.